Greetings, beloved collective. I'm BrittanySunshyne. This is Seed, Soil, Water. Happy new beginnings for those who have experienced that shifting timelines. How many of us have felt that shift? Did you hear that? That was interesting. That was like a different, that was a different syllable that, anyway, I always tell the Most High that I'm the vessel. And one time I like a willing vessel is what I mean. And one time when I was like in the middle of adoration, celebration, just flowing with spirit, I was like, I am your vessel, and I will say whatever you want me to say. And in that moment, as I'm flowing in my divine language, and right after I thought that, like, I'll say whatever, I whistled, like, and it just, like, it had me laughing so hard because it was this immediate, like, manifestation of my prayer, like, revealing itself. And I guess it was also, I don't know how you flow with Holy Spirit, but it's like, Spirit is funny, like he make me cracking up all the time. So anyway, I was laughing, like it was like a joke, like this joke. So anyway, so far we have shifting timelines, out of your mind and into your inner knowing. So sometimes when we shift timelines, the 3D starts acting up. Do you know what I mean? Like all of a sudden the mood is weird, or the money is funky. Earth, enough said. Earth, so it's beneficial to remember to maintain your level of frequency the best that you can. And especially if you're going through healing, sometimes it kicks up dust, and that's okay. So be easy on yourself, like when you're clearing things out, but also remember that this is Earth and you are subscribed to a higher knowledge, your inner knowing, your divine knowing, and maintain the eyes of your heart, the eye of your heart, and maintain that tool while you shift timelines. Dig in deep roots. Interesting, that earth and then deep roots. It reminds me of a tree, of course, and how the trees that have the deepest, most established roots can weather any storm, And that's why for some of us, okay. That's why for some of us shifting, like, it took us a long time, or it feels like it's perceived that it was a long time to shift timelines, because it was allowing for our roots to grow deep while we were in Earth school, while we were remembering who we are, learning what we had to learn, going through what we had to go through in order to arrive and to be properly prepared for whatever it is that's ahead of us. The sun. Of course, get lots of sun. And of course, let's see, what else do we want to talk about? Okay. The sun, what I'm being reminded of is like that the sun is actually what activates the seed, even though the seed is buried down in the ground, but the sun is still in, how do I explain this? Okay, what I'm trying to explain, what I'm hearing and what the impression is that's coming through is like, the sun is like however far away, right? Way over there. And yet the rays of the sun are activating and working on behalf of that seed that's in the ground, in the earth. Like, it appears to be cut off. It appears like you would think, and I bet you I'm going to get like scientist people that are going to come on here and be like, the sun doesn't actually do anything for the seed. It has to do with the dirt and the whatever. But go with me on a quantum level. On a quantum level, the sun indeed is doing things, like even to the soil, like, and especially when the seedling pops through the soil, the root. So, okay. So, and there's a whole message. So stay with me. it's like the veil. It's, oh gosh, this is so beautiful. This message really is. Okay, so even though the seed appears to be separate from everything because it's in the soil, it's in the dirt, and it's underground, and it appears to be like dying, right? Because it has to crack open, and then all of a sudden these little things come out of it, and they're digging into this dirt, and the sun would appear to be totally separate. First of all, it's super far away, and then now it's even separated by the dirt. Okay, and it's like the veil. So what the whole message here is, like, even if we perceive or feel like sometimes that we're separate from divinity or from anybody giving a shit about where we are and like what's going on, the message here is that the sun can be a million miles away. I don't know how far away it is technically, don't come for me. The sun can be way over there. The seed can be buried in the ground and it's still being activated. It's still being nourished. It's still in a plan, still growing roots. And the deep roots that happen before anybody is clapping for the little seedling saying like, look at you go, the roots that are growing underneath there are the things that will strengthen and maintain and sustain the growth of the seedling once it comes through the soil. So that's pretty well, I think it's self-explanatory. I hope that like brought some revelation to you. So no matter where you're at, and if you feel like it's taking forever to like get anywhere, or if you feel like there's no way that like there's even a divine flow anymore, that divinity is paying attention or whatever, remember that nothing is wasted. There's no time that's wasted. And some of these times that you feel like nothing was happening, it's been your roots have been growing. Nothing is wasted in this whole thing. Nothing is wasted. Even the things that seem like pointless or like they led nowhere, or that they seem like they were just a bunch of false starts, I can relate to that. They were leading somewhere, and the creator, the divine of this universe, has this miraculous way of like taking all of these seemingly broken experiences or broken pieces or false starts or dead ends, and just like a beautiful, what's that called? Stained glass, you know, like, you know what I'm talking about, where they put together all the pieces and it makes a beautiful picture. What is that called? Anyway, just like that. Now I'm starting to think of there's another thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, you get the idea that your life is going to come together like that, should you choose to not give up. So just allow your roots to grow. Know that even if you feel buried under the ground, that the sun is still working on your behalf, even though it's distance. Like, think about it. It is that far away. It is. But the rays of the sun, like the divine flow, is still reaching the planet, and still everything is still working in order and according to a divine order. Divine harmony rules your life. Let it be so. Be blessed, be well, be free. I give thanks for you. Thank you, Yahweh, for the collective, that everybody is on their way to the divine plan, to the divine identity, to the revealing of their divine identity according to what was pre-written. And we just agree with that for everybody under the sound of my voice. And we envision and quantumly intercede and declare that every person under the sound of my voice will indeed be encouraged, be illuminated, and to make it, with the endurance needed to keep going. Be blessed, be well, be free.